Hello! Welcome to my first anim reel, aka a bad anim reel. So, I'm just going to show the behind the scenes for mainly my newest video. You can go check that out. And a little bit of my other videos, mainly on camera cheating and how I achieved the look that I wanted, even though it's really bad. But, let's just get into it. I'm just going to firstly just explain my my other videos. Okay, quick recap on my other videos, and then I will do the main portion of this video. So let's start off with my first prototype animation. There is absolutely nothing to share. It's pretty straightforward. He just grabs you, snaps your neck. Yeah. There's like no camera cheating whatsoever. In my time go fishing animation, that is mainly more editing, really. I just broke up some pieces and scattered it around the video to make it longer and not very out of place, because I did it in parts. And yeah, for my second prototype animation, I'll show you some screenshots of that. Okay, so this first screenshot is when he stabs through the wall, and as you can see, his neck is snapped. He's also clipping through his little coat right here, which I thought was a little funny. Also, his arm right here is clipping through his head right here. Yeah, because that's normal. This one is just a wider angle. Also, his legs are curled up in this position. And that's for when he steps outside. Because I didn't want it to look weird, you know. Other screenshot is when he sits down on the table. You don't see his legs, so all of this is just coming through the floor, as you see in the next one. Yeah. And then when he stabs this person right over here, he just drops down under the map. And also, that's how big these walls are. Really big. And as you can see, his legs are also clipping through. That is the last screenshot. So now I'm going to go into my newest video. Okay, we're going to start off with the first section of the video. Right here, the abstraction doesn't move until he goes into camera view right here-ish. And then once he goes off screen, he just freezes in place. I'll put up some images to help understand what I'm talking about. Next shot. Pretty straightforward. It's nothing going on there. Also, this is the non-edited version, so it's in the final video, it's very desaturated. I could put up a side by side here. It's very, very desaturated. moving on. Next one. What happens here is this little setup. These walls. We have 1, 2, 3. Wait, oh, that's not 3. That's a 2. 3. The border's right there, and then 4. This setup, actually more specifically, this wall right here was the same wall over here. There's just 3 walls inside of this one wall, and at like specifically this frame, they snap into place right there. He goes behind it and he freezes there. This is actually really wonky. You would think it's pretty straightforward, but it's not. The gun is like right there. And then he grabs it mid-air when he pulls his arm out. Right there, he just grabs it mid-air. And you can't see it, but yeah. Also, he's like sideways right now. Also, very bad walk cycle about me. Here, when he's walking in the hallway, he doesn't move his legs, like, at all. Because you don't see him. So that's the camera cheat right there. So for this scene, where he puts his foot right there, that, his arm is like so stretched out. It goes like all the way to the end of the hallway. And here, there's no camera cheating because it's pretty straightforward, but if you look this foot, just look at this foot, it moves, and I put that in, and obviously I was animating it from, very close, so then I looked in the camera and you could barely see it, but whatever. Just look at that foot. Moves. For this, he doesn't run forward at all. He's actually, if this were a top-down view, so if this was a top-down view, like, oh god, so top-down view right here, the abstraction is like this. It's just really janky. He's a little like kind of like an L shape. And then he runs into the wall right here. For this one, also pretty straightforward. Oh, gun isn't on his hand. I didn't constrain the gun to his hand. Don't ask me why. I don't really know, to be quite honest. He shoots, dodges, yeah. This isn't really cheated. Really straightforward. For this, again, not cheated. It's just, he kind of moves a little bit before, a little bit after he goes out of camera view. Oh yeah, this is also without 2D animation, so no gunshots, the lights don't go out. I didn't animate his legs here. In this long hallway shot, I didn't animate it. I think you could probably pick up on that. And also, I did when it blacked out, I did that in editing, so, ooh, sun is clipping through the gun right there. But, yeah, so, recording kind of just rolls on. The eyes opening, whereas 2D, so it's done with lighting. Yeah, and then at the end I just did a massive field of view change. Right, like that. Okay, now on to the second. Oh, on to the second section. Oh, hey look, it's Bonnie. Anyway, this is pretty straightforward when he moves backward. For this, I moved around, like, there's a bone, like, this dot is a bone. I kept moving it. So. And then the whiteout, the flashbang was done in 2D. And then here, when he's hugging Jax, I needed the baseline, like, where would he hug? So I put this white dude here. Oh, that's a very bad outline. To just, like, give me an idea, well, not an idea, like, to wrap, like, his arms around. You might see him in, like, the 2D animations behind. I didn't fully cover it, but whatever. Same for this shot. It goes white. Now here, you might be thinking, like, this was done, like, this white is done in 2D animation, but look, right here. No flip a clip. Like, no flip not good. No flip a clip watermark. So there is no, 2D animation. So what I did is I made the background, I made the background white for the camera. In the camera settings, it would see the sky as white. And so I just took it out of the black box. Actually, this also gives me a good time. So this is like a whiteboard for me. So, like, the hallway, this is our hallway. Then, like, slightly over here would be the box where Jax is abstracting, or, like, fully going, I don't really know what was going on in that scene. Dying in the inside, I guess. So just the box. Then the camera is facing this way right now. Camera is this dot. It's facing this way. So the camera went from here to in this box to here. And that was really fast. I didn't realize, but yes, there's a guy. Let me just do a quick drawing. Oh God. No, we're just gonna do stick figure. I'm never gonna be a 2D like animator. So he's kind of just under the camera. Camera's right here. He's like this. I can't even draw a stick figure. I'm gonna redo that. That's still bad. So he's like this, and then he pops up. He pops up, and then like his arm becomes like this. Oh God. And then goes over the camera. Then the camera goes from you know, the little diagram we made earlier with box, hallway. Camera goes from here back into the box for the next shot. And then back into the hallway. I also changed the field of view so it looks better, more cinematic. And yeah, that's it. There's a lot more camera cheating in this one. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. Hello, Editing Jackson here. I was filming the ending and my recording just suddenly stopped. Maybe I accidentally pressed a button. Who knows? But I'm just going to say goodbye right now. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, you made it further than most. I know that was a bunch of animation talk, but it's what I do, so what else do I have to talk about? Yeah, I hope you have a nice day. Yeah, goodbye.